Have you ever finished a meal and thought, why does my stomach feel worse instead of better? Do you sometimes feel bloated, heavy, or uncomfortable for no clear reason, even when you are trying to eat normally? If that sounds familiar, you are not alone. Many people spend years dealing with stomach problems without understanding what their body is trying to tell them. They blame stress. They blame age. They blame certain foods. Sometimes they simply accept discomfort as a normal part of life. But what if your stomach is not the real problem? What if it is actually sending you a message? That may sound strange, but stay with me for a moment. Your digestive system works all day, every day. It helps break down food, absorb nutrients, and support many important functions inside your body. When things are working well, most people never think about it. But when digestion feels off, even simple daily activities can become frustrating. You may feel bloated after meals. You may feel unusually full. You may notice more gas than usual, or you may simply feel uncomfortable without knowing why. The surprising part is that many people focus on finding a quick fix while ignoring the small daily habits that affect digestion the most. Before we continue, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. We share simple health and wellness tips designed to help you feel your best. And tell us in the comments, what stomach problem bothers you the most? Now let's talk about the simple food featured in today's video. It is not expensive, it is not trendy, and most people have seen it countless times. We are talking about plain, unsweetened yogurt. For years, yogurt has been included in many healthy eating patterns because it contains beneficial bacteria that may help support digestive health. These bacteria are often called probiotics. Now, this does not mean yogurt is a miracle food. It does not mean it will instantly solve stomach problems. And it certainly does not replace medical care when needed. But many people choose to include it as part of a balanced diet because of the role it may play in supporting a healthy digestive system. Here is where things get interesting. Most people think digestion is only about the stomach, but digestion may affect much more than that. Some people notice changes in how comfortable they feel after meals. Others find it easier to maintain healthy eating habits when their digestion feels more balanced. And that leads to an important question. If one simple food can become part of a gut-friendly routine, what other daily habits could be helping or hurting your digestive system without you even realizing it? The answer begins with something many people do every single day, yet almost nobody pays attention to it. The habit we are talking about is something so ordinary that most people never stop to think about it. How fast they eat. Imagine two people sitting down to the exact same meal. One person takes their time. They chew slowly and enjoy each bite. The other person finishes the meal in a hurry while scrolling on their phone, watching television, or rushing to the next task. Hours later, their stomachs may feel very different. Many people focus on what they eat, but forget that how they eat matters too. When meals are rushed, it becomes easier to overeat without realizing it. Some people finish eating before their body has had enough time to signal that it is satisfied. But that is only the beginning. The next habit may surprise you even more. Not drinking enough water. Think about how many people start their day. Coffee, tea, soft drinks, energy drinks, yet very little plain water. Your digestive system depends on water to help food move through the body properly. When people do not drink enough, they may sometimes notice that digestion feels less comfortable than usual. The interesting part is that many people blame food for every stomach problem while completely overlooking hydration. And now we come to a habit that almost nobody suspects. Eating while distracted. This happens everywhere, at work, in front of the television, while checking messages, while driving, while doing 10 other things at once. The problem is that when your attention is somewhere else, it becomes harder to notice how much you are eating and how your body feels. A friend once told me that he thought certain foods were causing all of his stomach issues. He spent months changing his diet. Then he realized something surprising. He ate every meal as fast as possible while looking at a screen. When he started slowing down and paying attention to his meals, he felt very different. But here is where the story takes an unexpected turn. Many people improve these habits and still wonder why their stomach feels upset. That is because there is another group of foods and drinks that quietly work against digestion every single day. In fact, some of them are so common that millions of people consume them without giving them a second thought. And one of them might be sitting in your kitchen right now. The next part may completely change the way you look at your daily diet. Now let's talk about some foods and drinks that may be making stomach discomfort worse for certain people without them even realizing it. The first one is sugary drinks. Many people think only food affects digestion, but what you drink matters too. Soft drinks, heavily sweetened beverages, and large amounts of sugary drinks can become a regular part of daily life. The problem is that some people notice they feel more bloated or uncomfortable after consuming them frequently. That does not mean everyone reacts the same way, but it does mean paying attention to how your body responds can be helpful. The next thing to watch is highly processed snacks. Chips, packaged sweets, and heavily processed foods are convenient. They are everywhere. They are easy to grab when you're busy. The challenge is that when these foods start replacing healthier options, your overall eating pattern may become less supportive of digestive health. Now let's look at some foods that many people include in gut-friendly eating habits. Oatmeal is a popular choice because it contains fiber and is easy to prepare. Bananas are another simple food many people enjoy as part of a balanced diet. Plain yogurt, which we discussed earlier, is often included because of its probiotic content. Many people also find that cooked vegetables are easier to enjoy and fit into their daily meals. What is interesting is that none of these foods are expensive or difficult to find. In fact, they have been available for years. Yet many people spend their time searching for complicated solutions while ignoring simple habits that may support digestive health. But here is something most people never consider. Even if you choose better foods, drink more water, and eat more slowly, there is still one daily habit that can influence how your stomach feels. And surprisingly, it has nothing to do with breakfast, lunch, or dinner. It happens before you even take your first bite of food each day. The habit we've been building toward throughout this video is something most people rarely connect to stomach health. Sleep. Think about the difference between waking up after a great night's sleep and waking up after a restless one. On good mornings, you often feel more refreshed. You make better choices. You have more patience and energy. But after a poor night's sleep, everything can feel harder. You may crave comfort foods. You may snack more often. You may feel less motivated to prepare healthy meals. Over time, these small choices can influence how your digestive system feels and how well you stick to healthy habits. And that brings us to the most important lesson from today's video. Many people spend years searching for one perfect food, one special supplement, or one secret trick that will magically solve all their stomach problems. But digestive health is usually built differently. It often comes from small habits working together. Eating slowly, drinking enough water, including fiber-rich foods, choosing more whole foods, getting enough sleep, and paying attention to how your body responds to different foods. Plain yogurt can be one part of that routine because it contains probiotics that may help support digestive health. But no single food can guarantee instant results. The real goal is to create habits that your body can benefit from day after day. This video is for educational purposes only. It is not a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Before we finish, I'd love to ask you something. If you could improve just one thing starting tomorrow, drinking more water, eating more slowly, getting better sleep, or choosing healthier foods, which would you pick? Share your answer in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more simple health tips explained in easy language. Thank you for spending your time with us today. And remember, sometimes the biggest improvements begin with the smallest daily habits.